I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip for this.
It's Friday. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up, jurors? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, I'm discombobulated this morning. I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. I'm trying to eat this. I'm trying to hurry up and eat my breakfast. So much has gone on. The Huntsville streets never sleep. So much is going on. I'm trying to eat. I had a whole show planned, and then per usual, Love and Marriage Huntsville just will not let this stronghold go. Love and Marriage Huntsville just will not stop. I mean, I can't talk about anything else. The people of Huntsville do not sleep. Good morning, sound checking there. Hold on, let me go at the top and make sure I say my good mornings to my people. Good morning, sound checking that. Dear Yvette, love seeing her. It's Tay Regina B. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Tutu. Hey, beep, beep. Welcome to the courthouse. That's right. Queen Sheba came over yesterday and kind of just blessed my soul. Actually gave us a name over here, and it's so befitting. Sometimes do y'all ever just see how good God is? Like, God is so good. Sometimes we can always focus on what's not going right, this and that. But sometimes, hey, Mama Bees, Cricket 22, Lady Hustle Network Specialist. Hey, sometimes let's just focus on the good things. Do y'all know Queen Sheba is like the biggest in this sector? And I have a lot of people come through and show me love. Tea Talk with your girl always shows me love. And I've told y'all how she shows me love in real life. Like, no joke. And people don't have to show you love and support. Good morning, Chronicles of Kim K. Hill 75. So for Queen just to come up and bless my channel, bless my page, come up on a panel. And, people are not required to, people don't have to show you anything, especially for things that they've worked hard for. Nobody is obligated to, they're not obligated. They're obligated to themselves. And so when people come and show you genuine, real love, I appreciate it. Queen came over and blessed the channel and, gave us a name, the courthouse. And it's so befitting, you guys. I don't know what angle I want to go in because, like I said, I had a whole show planned. And, Huntsville just gives, this is a song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they continue singing it forever just because. That's what Huntsville gives me. Good morning, Concrete Rose. Good to see you, my good sis. Let me show y'all this. And shout out to It's Tay. When I tell y'all It's Tay ain't gonna let me miss a beat. It's Tay ain't gonna let me miss it, even though I be up on it. Excuse me, because I be up on these YouTube streets. But when I tell you It's Tay, it's gonna make sure I'll miss a beat. Okay. So I have my very own court documents, you guys, in the courthouse. Jurors, jewelry. I'm putting on my robe this morning. I have my very own court documents here. I have never read court documents on my page. I have all 13 pages of the court documents. Yes, I went to Pacer and got my own documents for the first time so that I could read them, go over them, and look at them myself without having to, rely on another content creator's information. I just got them myself. So here are the court documents for Madison County for Cal versus STORMI. He officially filed yesterday on the 14th. And we got the court documents. Now, y'all know I only have my good hour. I ain't got nothing but my one good hour. And like I said, I had a show planned around Love and Hip Hop ATL and its toxicity of the relationships on that show. So, I don't know what y'all want to get to. We got Dusty and all her, Dusty and the Dust Mites. And I have a question. What's up? Look at Miss Addie. Look at Miss Addie. Y'all know I love Miss Addie over here. Good to see you, Miss Addie. Thank you for joining us. Happy to see you. Mama Bees. Did I say hey to you, Mama Bees? Good morning, Mama Bees. Regina B, I think I said hey, but if I didn't, good morning. Good morning. Sound checking that. Shay P, what's up, Shay P? What's up, my good sis? Just making sure I spoke to everybody. Told everybody. Imani, good morning. Good morning, Imani. Trying to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. If I did, please charge it to you know, it's just trying to keep up with the chat sometimes, child. I could, absolutely miss a good morning, but it's never in my heart to skip over anyone. So good morning to everyone that has come in the building. I'm glad to see you. Y'all want to start with Dusty this morning? Who y'all want to start with? Stormy, Dusty? Y'all want to talk about Love and Hip Hop ATL? If not, whatever I don't get to today, we can do a Friday night live, or maybe I can come on at 3:00 and we can talk about it. So who y'all want to start with first? Y'all know I can't stand Dusty. I be wanting to start with Dusty, but it's Friday. I kind of let Friday be the free for all. I kind of let y'all tell me what you all want to talk about, the direction you all want to go in. Thank you, Linda Gamble. I need y'all to get my likes up. Please get the likes up. It's 28 in the chat, only 16 likes. It takes nothing, absolutely nothing to hit the like button. It's free. You can hit the dislike button if you like. But hit something, knock on the door, hit something. Simone Wealthy. Hey, my good sis. If I didn't say hey, if I did, hey again. Oh, and you are, if you have not, make sure that you have gone over to TikTok, clicked on Melody Cherie 11. Hit the like button. Make sure that you like her page on TikTok. If you have a friend of a friend, tell a friend of a friend. She's about maybe 2,000 shy of her goal, maybe a little less than 2,000 shy of her goal. So if you all can run over to TikTok, make sure that you hit the like button, not on the 7th Avenue Beauty page, but it's the Melody Cherie 11 page. I will share it to my community wall today, so please make sure that you go over there and hit the like button. Okay, she's needing 5,000 subscribers hopefully by today, but nonetheless by Monday. So if you have not, go over to TikTok, create a TikTok, tell all your kids, your friends, your aunties, everybody, tell them to go hit the like button on Melody Cherie 11 over there on TikTok. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying in the chat. All of them a hot mess. Whatsoever you want to start with, sis. Oh, y'all so sweet. I don't know, because it's Friday. I'm kind of chillaxing. I'm trying to eat my breakfast. I don't know what I want. Reese's Pieces. Hey, my good sis. What's up? Hill 75 says, looks like nobody's business is hitting Huntsville hard, baby. What is in the water in Huntsville, y'all? They don't never stop. Huntsville don't never let me talk about nobody else. I can't never talk about nobody else. You know why? Because Huntsville do not stop. The people in Huntsville do not stop their shit. Okay. Good morning, Soul Star. Good morning, good sis. Good morning, Carmen. Good morning, Reese's Pieces, Patrice Phillips. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with Dusty. I got one vote, and it was my good sis, Toot Latrice. You know I can't stand Dusty, and I'm ready to start on Dusty. Okay. I'll take my one vote, and my juror who said that she wants to start with Dusty. Okay. So yesterday, the verdict came from, is it T from TV? T from TV is who broke the story on LeBaric and Destiny, their court appearance yesterday. And apparently from the court appearance yesterday, Dusty was found in contempt. Dusty, not to be confused with, Dusty Rose or anybody else. We're talking about Dusty as Destiny, okay? She was found in contempt. Linda Gam said, I don't like Destiny either, baby. What is there to like? And this is my question to people. It's Tay T says, I couldn't get no rest yesterday. It was one after the other with Love and Interest. It's Tay T, I couldn't either, because, baby, that tea with Kyle and Stormy hit about 10 o'clock last night. And, baby, I was on all ends. You hear me? I was on all ends trying to hear what was going on. And so I got my very own court documents. I said, you know what? Let me get my very own court documents since we in the courthouse. Let me make it official as a whistle. So we might just have a late night chat or maybe lunchtime chat, depending on how I feel today, where we can go over the documents extensively and, talk our chats. Okay. And we could just talk, have a little girls talk, guys talk, whoever's in the house. Reese's Pieces said, girl, I can't stand Dusty either. Who can? Who can? It's T says, now this is me. It's sad when you don't want to see some people do good. I hate Dusty. Listen, it's T. I know, cause you say that every time. You cannot stand Dusty. Let's see. Concrete Rose, y'all saying good morning. Linda Gamble said, you are not alone. It's T. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started with Dusty. Let me bring up my information. Again, this comes from T from TV. Am I saying it correctly, y'all? Because I mess up somebody's name. I butcher some information, child. And it's not intentionally. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I can't get nobody's name right or nothing. Let me pull up my information. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me. That's her. Okay, it's T from TV. Okay, thank you to Latrice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, if I can get my stuff up. I had this up. I don't know what I did and how I lost my information. But anyway, talk amongst yourselves while I get my information up. While I try and find what I did with this information. Where did I put it? So where? I have this new phone, y'all, and I don't know how to work it, to be honest. I hate it. I don't know how to work it. I can't find nothing. Let's see. Screenshots. Here we go. Okay. So Dusty was given a 45-day suspended sentence. 45-day suspended sentence. That's almost that's like a month and a half in jail. Okay. Good morning, Love Key. It says Dusty was given a 45-day suspended sentence. She has been ordered to pay $12,779.13 for LeBaric's attorney fees within 30 days. She's been ordered to pay $1,170.77 of her share of medical bills for their son-in-law. She was also ordered to pay $639.83 for her share of homeowner fees in 30 days, totaling to roughly about $19,000. You know, we're going to do an estimate of about $19,000 that Dusty will owe to LeBaric. This does not even have anything to do with the felony charges. When I initially heard of this filing yesterday, I was thinking this had something to do with her felony charges. This has absolutely nothing to do with that. This is when she was squatting in the home, in the Marisol home, where she was taking up those for sale signs, taking them up out the yard. This has everything to do with, her not paying her half of, the medical bills. And this is a question that I don't understand, that I keep seeing around, these groups, these Facebook groups, these YouTube streets. Why do y'all feel like LeBaric why do y'all feel like he owes Destiny something to not follow through with the court of law? Now, when people do reckless things like attack people or curse them out or do defamatory interviews, then people have all the things in the world to say, like, that's not how you handle it. That's immature. Or why are you doing this? But when he goes to the courts and handle it properly, why do y'all feel like he owes Destiny something because she has a child? Destiny knows that she has the same child when she's out here committing these criminal activities. She herself knows that she's a mother when she's doing these things that she knows she's not supposed to do. So when she goes to dear future wifey and she makes all these allegations about this man that has yet to do an interview about her, because it will be easy for LeBaric to go to any of these bloggers. It will be easy for him to post up something on his Instagram defaming her character. He has yet to do so, because to me, it seems like he just wants to move on. To me, it seems like he's tired of her and he's ready to put the past behind him and move on. He hasn't tried to get back with her. He initiated the divorce. She did not divorce him. He divorced her. He had to pay for the house for 2 years. Destiny was not keeping the house in decent order. So why do y'all feel like this man just has to bow down to Destiny and he has no right to protect himself? Like, people were saying, why is he bringing charges against her? That's his baby's mom. Well, why did she use his name? That's her baby's father. Why did she use his name? Because when I separate from somebody, I don't want to be attached to nothing. You can have your name, baby. This ain't Tina Turnover, baby. You can have your name and all. Do you hear me? I don't want nothing attached to you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So why do y'all feel like he cannot protect himself? I don't understand that. I don't understand why y'all keep saying he's such a bad person. He's such this and that. But aren't you supposed to handle things accordingly? Aren't you supposed to go to the court of law and handle it accordingly and not take it into your own hands? Wouldn't it be more defamatory if he went and did all these interviews to try to, her character is already shot to Hades. It's not like he can do anything else to defame her character. What else can he do to defame the character that's already broken? Nothing. Dusty is going to have to beg, borrow, and get that straw. And let me tell y'all this. Let me say this. I ain't going to say this young man name on my page because, baby, y'all dog walk him. I'm just saying Nelson. I'm saying Nelson. Because, baby, last time I brought up that young man's name, y'all called him a wet dog. Y'all said he looked like a girl. Y'all said that SAT told me to quit saying he was cute because he is not that cute and she don't want to hear it no more. What else y'all said about him? Y'all said everything, baby. Y'all, he looked like a girl, a white woman, everything. Oh, you know what, y'all? Hold on, let me back it up. This is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips, balance of favor, and fair use. Okay, y'all got to remind me to say my fair use. Even though I have it scrolling at the bottom of the screen, I need you all to remind me. Dusty's gonna have to bed borrow and get her stroll on to come up with that money, baby. Because Nell said she ain't got it. Nell said she got 16 liens on her house as it is, and her son ain't got it neither. Her son, her son ain't got neither, and I ain't gonna say his name because y'all talked about me. The barbecue does not owe Dusty anything. Not the barbecue. Not the barbecue. He don't owe her shit. She calls it so. That's what I don't understand where the conversation comes from. Wait, this whole still facing fraud charges. I totally forgot about that. Baby, the fraud charges have not even been. Baby, we ain't even hit the tip of the iceberg. She got to pay this man 20 bands. We're gonna round it up from 18,000 20 bands, okay? Because I feel like she owes this man 20 bands within 30 days. Child, y'all better get over. She over there promoting Madani. What is it? Madani's candle line and home fragrance line. Y'all better get over there and order that water in a bottle. Y'all better go on over there and order that spray. She went over there to the beauty supply and bought those spray bottles. Put a little put a little water and a little spray in there. Maybe she can get Stormy to let her work in a warehouse, but I don't know because Kyle might own a warehouse soon, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Y'all think Stormy can give her a job in a warehouse and she make a couple of dollars? Yes, it's going to the next grand jury. Yep. Let's see. Soul Star Music Lover says Stormy got 99 problems by name of Kyle and Ish name Destiny ain't one. Child. Love Seen Hurt says facts. It's his child too. He didn't have that baby by himself, so if it shouldn't matter just because he's a man, people are weird, baby. People are very weird when it comes to Dusty. People are very weird when it comes to Dusty and their support for Dusty. Like, I don't know if you all have children or anything, but I think LeBaric is handling things correctly. Like I said, he could be doing tell-all interviews himself. He could be violating the order just like she's violating the order. They had an order in place. My thing is, why did you agree to this order if your intentions was purely to violate the order for personal gain because you want to be on the toxic show? Because you want to be on a toxic show, you continue to violate this man's privacy. He's moved on. You all are divorced. He doesn't want any parts of you. Stop speaking on him. It's very simple. It's very simple. You agreed to it. So I wouldn't have agreed to it if I felt like I eventually want to tell some type of story. I would have said no. And we would have fought it out in court at that time. But you agreed to it. Now you're trying to renege and keep talking defamatory towards this man. And like I said, if he was doing the same thing, people would be calling him all kinds of BANs because he would be doing all these interviews. Y'all would be saying he pillow talking or talking like a female. people would be saying, you know, he's coming at her. He's handling things properly. He's going to the court and handling them properly. And I can't do nothing but commend him for that, because see, me, baby, I would have been calling up on I would have been all in the chat. You talking about me, I would have been all in the chat typing. I would have been all in drop the link, let me come up. That's what I've been doing. But see, that's just me though. Desi had access to his information. She took advantage and used his information. Exactly. I agree, Courtney. I would have done the same thing. I'm going to the courts. Y'all can always come to the courthouse with any of your issues. Make sure you can hit me up on my IG, King of Her Court. You can hit me up on here. I have to start putting my email address. You all have any issues that you want to bring to the courthouse, feel free to do so, because I don't mind litigating for you all. But, you know, I think he's doing everything properly. He owes Destiny exactly what she received in court. People will take your kindness and generosity for granted, so let the court of law deal with it, period. Period. Do you hear me? Period. That's what I say too. Yeah, y'all be on that man's head like he don't have the option to protect himself. Like he's supposed to take abuse from his ex. Oh, I keep saying it wrong, but abuse from his ex simply because she's a female. Y'all think he'll get tired of her going to interviews? Whether, I don't know what's the truth in their relationship, you know, because it's, you know, their gag orders and things. But y'all don't think like after a couple of years, you just want to move on and you go your way, I go mine. They're divorced. They're divorced. Like, he probably tired. Okay, he's probably tired. Let's see. I ain't saying Nail's son name on here. Now how y'all talk about me, I ain't saying Nail's son name no more. Nope. Y'all said white boy with locks. Sure did. Reese's Pieces. I think he made the complaint, but the utility company is pressing the suit against because they want their money. Exactly. He had to get it up off him. Do y'all want him to just pay for all of her mishaps? Still? Y'all think he still should be paying for everything that she does? Absolutely not. Child, when I left my ex-husband, I didn't want that 100 child support. Bye. Let's talk about that, SAT, because that was some of the stuff I was going to talk about with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I know I got on here and I talked about my baby daddy bring my baby them 2 little shoes, and they did get on my nerves that day. But a lot of stuff I tell y'all is to be relatable and let y'all know my experiences. But in real life, when I tell y'all I don't get no help and I don't care, like, just go on with your life. I don't care. You don't never have to come this way. I don't care, because I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. Do you hear me? I'm going to get whatever done I need to get for my kids done. And whether the help is there or not, it doesn't make a difference to me, because all I have to do is focus on my own plate and what I'm doing. If you constantly, I was going to talk about Erica Mena and Safari. If you're constantly checking and paying attention to what the other person is doing, what they're posting, how they're living, you're going to be miserable, and you're going to be stuck and stagnant. And that person has moved on with their life. You can't control what somebody else decides to do. You can't. That's one thing you can never do. You can never control what somebody else decides to do. You will be stuck and stagnant and pissed off while that person has moved on with their life. And I tell people that all the time. I don't watch nobody plate but my own. I don't try to emulate nobody. I just come and be myself and do what I have to do. Because watching somebody else's plate, thinking they plate look better and thinking they plate loaded, you'll starve. And I'm trying to eat. You hear me? I'm trying to eat what's mine. I can't worry about what's on nobody's plate. Get a food allergy trying to watch somebody else's plate. Yes, white boy with lots, baby. Y'all called that child white boy with lots, everything. I cannot. Isn't it funny how they crucified Mel, but LB wrong? Listen, Patrice, let's talk about it. Hey, Mama Dama, good to see you. Good to see you, Mama Dama. Toot Latrice said her fans better sell her out. They better. She got a I was looking on her Instagram. She has a Madani thing that she's selling tickets for on the 18th. What is that? That's this weekend. So it better be sold out, baby. She needs y'all. She got 20 bands to come up with quickly in 30 days. So I'm gonna need y'all to go over there. I need the Dust Mites, the Dustianas, the Dustins. You know, I need all y'all to go over there and help your girl out, okay? Help your girl out. She needs it. She needs it right now. And those expired candles, baby, has the shipment come in? Because we know the shipment comes from Alibaba. We know you getting them candles from Temu or somewhere. And make sure you order enough, Destiny. Just make sure you order enough. Good morning, Tamika Williams. Good morning, my good sis. Good morning. I don't think Destiny has enough Big D. Baby, and Moses, I know Sunday done shut Moses down, shut Moses and that account down. So I don't know where she gonna get the money from. I don't know where she gonna get the money from because Nell said her children be in her pocketbook. So you was just on this you was on this trip with Stormy and Nell was there and y'all were on this crusade for days. You was throwing money. I hope you packed some of that money that y'all were throwing at the scrippers. I hope you put some of that money in your bra, sis, because you're going to need it. Destiny is definitely going to need all the funds that she can get. I need 2 more likes. 2 more likes, please. And thank you. I'm a little bit behind, but 2 more likes. I just can't respect her after the way she disrespected Miss Van. You know what? The way she disrespected Miss Van, the way that she's always come with that energy, I don't like her. The way that she takes up for Martell, you'll sit up here and try to tell me that LeBaric was A.B. Yusuf to you, but yet Martell is your Ace Boone Coon. How? 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 Please explain how that works. She's over there shaking and screaming at people, begging them about those broken candles and oil. Baby, she begging them to come to that event she's having on the 18th. Please buy these tickets. That's basically what she over there saying on her story. Please get these tickets up off my hand. Please come get them. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. If Dusty knew anything, Big D doesn't run the world. It's the power of that P. So Latrice, you better lay it down here in this chat. You better let them know what it is and what it ain't and what it's gonna be. Let's see y'all saying, hey, good morning. Let me try to catch up to these comments and go to the bottom. Did I skip over somebody's comment? Hold on 1 second. Oh, I skipped over all y'all comments. Good morning, Samantha LB. Good morning. Good morning. Baby, these y'all be commenting and I cannot keep up. I can't keep up with these comments. Y'all be taking me too fast and I can't read that fast. I can't talk this much. Let me get some help up here. Anybody want to come up and co-host this morning so I can get through these comments? Because, baby, I'm on the struggle bus. I'm struggle streaming this morning. I'm on the struggle bus. I done skipped over everybody. Good morning, Courtney and the judges. That's right. I love to hear it. I love to see it. Right. He is being the man, and most are not, but people still drag him. They drag him for filth, for Dusty. The same way that I don't understand why they drag Moses for Dusty. Destiny and Stormisha will be the same outfits, the jail jumpsuit, baby. Both of them got hit this week. I was gonna say Dusty need to go over there and beg Stormy for a job, but baby, Kyle might own Canvas Beauty in a minute. Kyle might be the sole owner of Canvas. Toot toot. Hey, beep beep.
Hey, don't mess with my tutu, baby. Jewel 777 is reporting for duty, ma'am.
Hey, I love you.
This is attorney at law. This is attorney at law at Love seeing her practice.
Oh, okay. Y'all go ahead and talk it out for me while I try to catch up on these comments.
Hey, how you doing? I'm barely awake this morning, so I was kind of glad to come up because I can't type that much because I'm sleepy. Okay.
Look, and I'm glad you came up too because I'm sorry. I think me and Dee just skipped over because it just really clicked in my head that in Stormy's lawsuit and the party that she did in Miami was the one that was just a week or so ago. That man still got access to her account, y'all.
Not the bottle service
and
the
my gosh,
the bottle service and the boats and all.
Oh my gosh! And why she flexing for the gram? Boom.
And Kyle.
How dumb is she? How dumb can she be?
Oh my God! And then he dropped the nuggets about the business and personal funds. Oh my gosh, here come the feds, y'all. All because Courtney did this.
Yes.
What happened?
Courtney, he said in the lawsuit, he said that it was her husband found out about the 70-30 distribution agreement on about the 3rd of July. And from there, she was working her way of trying to push him out, baby. But he said in that law, y'all, he said he had a signed agreement. For
y'all,
the
so what you
perpetuity,
trying to tell me?
for perpetuity, y'all.
So what you trying to say too is Kyle about to own Canvas Beauty.
For perpetuity.
So for those of attorney Toot, can you please explain to us?
Huh?
Can you just explain to us what that means in layman's terms to those ones that may be on the jury that are not quite, astute to the, law terms that you just use? Because we need to break this all the way down for STORMI.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be as transparent. I heard this from TASP this morning. I just listened to her read the lawsuit this morning.
Who is TASP?
She read the documents. And the one key thing was she made distributions payment. Baby, they were getting paid. Do you hear me? He was getting a 70-30 split. One distribution that she received was 6.8 million, and he got 2.12 million from a profit. This is just profits, not even operating costs. They over there making anyway.
Y'all want to read these documents this morning?
He said the one distribution payment that was supposed to happen on the 3rd of July, that they both decided to push that back into the business. Hence, hint, y'all. New products coming, y'all, right? New products coming. Now, mind you, he mentioned that she only got 6.8 million for that first distribution is because she owed 2 million for money that she used for personal use that she had to repay the business. That was the first niche, y'all. When I heard that, I'm like, ooh, he snitching. Then he also went on to speak about that next distribution is when they both agreed, well, we're just going to go ahead and put the money back, do whatever they was going to do with it to bring more products or volume. I don't know what it was. And that's when she started acting funny. So he didn't even but he said he has a signed agreement of a 70-30 split profit in perpetuity. And he is asking, now, mind you all, you remember that he said that her attorney tried to offer him $3,000, his consultant fee. No, he had a title in that signed agreement with her with this 70-30 split. So he wasn't just no independent contractor, none of that. He was an employee. He was a business owner, and he was going to be considered that. And y'all, he even said she released, this in the documents, she released business owner financial records that was used to harass him by a third freaking party.
Let me find out. Let me find out.
So, Judge, do you have a permission to ask the other lawyer a question? You know, we are in court this morning.
We're in court. Yep.
Court is in session.
So this is what I want to know. Are you telling us that STORMI signed these documents, went to Miami, and had a full party and posted it online? You know, because she's throwing money in the air, possibly Cal's 30% of the money. So are you saying that Cal saw the pictures and he possibly, allegedly, because we're not sure if that other witness will be called into testimony? Y'all know I love law and order, right? Okay, I'm just playing. But for real, so Cal is no joke. That's what I'm trying to say. Put it all in a nutshell.
Well, I'm going to add to that. Judge Courtney, Courtney, may I add to explain a little bit more?
Absolutely.
Kyle also said that the profits that he forego for this this big distribution they were supposed to get, that those profits were used to provide an all expense paid trip to Miami, Florida, in celebration of her birthday, to include bottle service, to include a boat as a personal purchase. And he says that was his money, because that was money that he agreed to forego from his distribution that should have been going right back into the business, and basically anything that she spent that is not accounted for is coming out of his money. And he's asking for not only that, his money and his distribution to be recognized. He's also asking so that the recognized signed agreement in perpetuity is also acknowledged as solid.
So that must be the reason that he got that late night phone call in the middle of the night trying to threaten him, or in my opinion.
2 a.m. phone call. 2 a.m. is real significant, because it was said, and I had saw the proof myself, that at 2 a.m. that someone was trying to hack into someone's mother's phone. And not only did the mother receive a phone call at 2 a.m., a content creator received a phone call at 2 a.m. I was behind. This wasn't even on YouTube. I was over on Patreon when this information was shown, that this person, and it was always a 2 a.m. call.
Come on and just take over the bench. Come on, just take over the bench.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm taking
order in the court. Look, come on, Courtney, hit that gavel, because we need order. Because I know everybody.
I got to call in now.
Listen, Judge Courtney, can you read Samantha's our witness section, our witness Samantha Elvie?
Let me go to hey Simone Wealthy, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm just in shock. Yeah. Read Samantha. Read what Samantha said.
I'm trying to find it, y'all. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Go towards the bottom.
Oh my God.
Courtney, we're gonna actually get our we're gonna get our court
all the way behind.
Courtney, we're gonna get our
not that one
together.
No, I'll read it. And she said that third party did harass him and exposed how much Kyle was paid recently, $3 million exactly, when Kyle himself did not disclose how much he was paid. Third party calling Kyle late at night, the same one who's harassing the queen.
Right.
I added
this is serious. This is
the same one who auntie just quit YouTube because he doxed her and called her a crackhead.
Yes.
Did she quit? I didn't know she quit. She did. I didn't know she quit.
There was, the last time I saw, she had a video that said signing off. However, it was also disclosed that allegedly the daughter was fired from their job because it was alleged that they were releasing medical records of content creators.
What?
I know y'all heard this. I have to just put it out there. Miss Linda, hey, sis, am I lying? Because I went over there.
Oh my.
And I heard the auntie's goodbye. She was shook. She was scared. And she was talking about how someone knows exactly where she lived, how her daughter is upset with her, and how that's the only thing that matters to her is her daughter and her granddaughter. And that she has to just her daughter asked her to basically get off YouTube, or you about to get sued, or we ain't about to have nothing to do with you.
What can you write it in the back chat who we talking about, so I'll know?
Simone said she got to keep up properly, okay?
Oh my God.
I don't even know how to.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Judge Courtney. We almost need a break. I don't even know if we can continue to do this.
I just took off my robe.
Oh, also, may I add as well that they also said that they knew that person whom they're taken a break from, they know for a fact that they have done some illegal things. And I rest my case.
Oh my goodness.
Write in the
So are
chat
we
who
gonna
they
have
harassing. Write in the chat who they're because I assumed it was them two, but
Queen
who?
Sheba. I'm a
Queen Sheba?
queen. He
Oh,
was harassing Queen.
but you, yeah, no. I thought you were talking about someone else that they were harassing. That the daughter
Oh,
situation.
I put it in the back chat. It's in the back
Oh,
chat.
okay.
So
Child, I don't
so
even know what to
Judge,
say. Y'all done dropped the mic, and I'm just sitting up here
It was
flabbergasted.
Miss Linda, and it was Miss Linda
Oh my
who
God.
brought that out about a week ago. A lot of people don't know it, but yes.
Wait a
Child,
minute, he done turned on old girl.
Yes.
I can see that because I can see
Oh
that.
my
So
God.
so so look, I didn't have time to prepare testimony because I am so messed up today. We're
Gonna
gonna
be up
have
here
to
like Woody.
reconvene this trial because this is a lot this morning, and all of my dockets have flew all over the place because I don't even know where to start. I want to ask a question, Judge, but I'm so messed up right now because to
Hey,
Latrice,
hey, I'm sorry, healthcare workers, listen. I think I listened to it was on G Squad, y'all. Shout out to G Squad. And Miss Linda came up. And healthcare workers asked every single question that needed to be answered in detail. And when I say I went and verified myself, baby, there's been a break. There's been a huge shift and rift over in
wow.
their sector. In
Didn't
their
we?
sector.
We know it.
Especially when someone got fired.
Mm.
So can I ask a question? Because now it also it's a full circle moment too. Because that might be why, well, I call them drunk world, y'all call them SW, whatever y'all want to call them. That might be why now she's speaking out on CK2 because that person she's riding hard for them and she's really trying to make his case. He's using her now, so he don't need the aunties anymore because he's
Mm-mm.
using her to stay his case. Is that his new attorneys that's gonna come in for him? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Do
Yeah.
y'all get what I'm saying? She's all in this now. Drunk World and her husband, her assistant, they're all
Oh,
wrapped up in the middle of this now. Cause she's
oh.
done some videos and actually, Tea Talk with Your Girl showed an old video that I had never seen before because I don't go to Drunk World, where she was calling out Queen Sheba too. This about to get real deep. I'm just
I saw
saying.
that, and you know what? And listen, I'm gonna tell you all, if y'all don't know or whatever, Queen Sheba, what we're repeating, Queen Sheba is on her channel, and you can hear in her own voice, in her own tone, in her with her own facts of whatever we're talking about straight up, because it was some things that
Yes.
had been done to her and other women that is just not right by one character here on YouTube in these
And
YouTube
that's who
streets.
that big nose heifer is using to
And
harass
she's
people
using him
too.
too.
Son of
Yes.
a gun.
So it's like a
Oh,
whole full circle moment to me. They're all in on it. This is
Well, they
about to
about
get
to.
real
Well,
because they
they,
done messed with the clear one. See, they didn't think about that he's a clear one. So there's a little difference than just harassing the people on YouTube that looks like us. Now
mm-hmm.
they've stepped
right.
to another they stepped over to another place that they're not ready for because he got people with deep pockets that he knows. He let us know that.
He's connected.
I'm just saying.
Period. He's connected.
Didi, did you notice the law firm representing Kyle?
I noticed. It's deep. This is deep.
I didn't notice. Tell me.
The 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 law firm. You got the
Tell me. I
paperwork,
ain't noticed.
Judge.
Tell me too.
Go to the very end. Go to the very end of the document and see the signature of the attorney.
Let me go to these documents right quick. Hold on. Let me go all the way to the bottom. Let's see. Let's go to page
Now, Courtney, why
13.
you looking for that? How is it that it's already 45 after. This is much to discuss. Why is it almost time for you to go? I can't take it.
Hold on. Addison K. Watson. Who is that? Is that who I'm looking for? Addison K. Watson, Summit Legal Consulting.
Mm-hmm.
Who is
that? Summit Legal. That's And just when you get a chance, just go and check out their page and their what they've done.
Let me Google Summit Legal. Continue to talk, you guys. Summit Legal in Madison County.
They've had over $1 billion in transactions closed in the 5 years alone.
Girl, bye.
When I tell you, the streets don't
business-minded legal consulting. Business-minded legal consulting for startups and founders, baby. Because he's a business owner.
Yeah. He had his consulting firm way before
he got involved with STORMI. His partner kicked him out of his job. We just had that whole conversation. Hey, Didi, y'all, and Simone, which one was it? Was it did we determine that it was probably 70-30 that we were kind of like guessing that the split was?
That was
Venus too, about to be my manager too.
That. And it's in the paperwork. That's exactly what it was.
Are you her manager too? Go ahead.
Yeah. So they don't play. These folks don't play.
Where's the queen? We need a round table
my Venus, Captain El Capitan. How you doing, sweetheart? But but the documents, I don't know which one, but if you can see where he talked about, he still has access to those accounts some kind of way.
I got the documents up. I just haven't read them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got to go to work today, Judge. You got time. It doesn't take long to read them.
Let me go. Let me bring up. Let me see. Okay, let me start. Hold on. I went all the way to the bottom because I was trying to see what company was representing Kyle.
Can't believe that. Ooh, there is a rift with the deviant and the hellhound. Damn.
Something in the water ain't right in them Huntsville streets, Laura. Okay, this is the actual official court documents that was filed on August 14th at 4:04 p.m. in the District Court of Alabama. Kyle, what is that? Inbanco versus STORMI Steele, Canvas Beauty Brands, LLC. And it says, plaintiff, Mr. Inbanco, is an adult resident of the city of California. Plaintiff is a legal liability company organized under the laws of California with the principal place of business in LA County. Let me go down. Defendant, Ms. Steele, is an adult resident citizen of the state of Alabama. Upon information and belief, Ms. Steele resides in Huntsville, Alabama. The defendant, Canvas Beauty Brand, is a limited liability company organized under the law of Alabama. Let me go to jurisdiction and venue. The court has let me go to factual background. Canvas Beauty Brand is a nonprofit business based in Alabama that specializes in selling product body glaze for retail purchase by consumers nationwide. Ms. Steele founded Canvas Beauty Brand in 2017 and alleges that her husband, Courtney Beasley, to be the sole owner. What? So Courtney, the only one that owned Canvas Beauty? Alleges that her husband, Courtney Beasley, to be the sole owner of each of the Canvas defendants. Ms. Steele serves as the chief executive officer of Canvas Beauty Brand. So the sole owner is actually Courtney, and she's the CEO. In January of 2023, Ms. Steele hired Mr. Inbanco on a freelance basis to perform limited scope marketing services for Canvas Beauty Brand starting February 1st, 2023. At the time of initial contact from Ms. Steele, Mr. Inbanco provided marketing services through the marketing agency that he co-founded, Anyway, in early 2023, when Mr. Inbanco initially began providing marketing services for Canvas Beauty Brand, it was on the verge of insolvency. If I'm saying the insolvency, Canvas Beauty Brands has existing liabilities exceeding $2 million and hundreds of orders that have not been fulfilled. It was clear that Mr. Inbanco and CBB was on the verge of insolvency. What is that word? Insolvency, and needed even greater attention beyond marketing from an experienced professional. Let me go down so I can continue reading. Where was I? Miss Steele was so impressed with Mr. Mbanko's work that she engaged Mr. Mbanko to serve a greater role with Canvas Beauty Brand beginning March 2023. Mr. Mbanko began to lead CBB's marketing, customer support, and graphic design, among other operational responsibilities. On April 11, 2023, Mr. Mbanko approached Mrs. Steele about working with Mrs. Steele on a full-time and undivided basis. Mr. Mbanko was unquestionably clear he would abandon the company he co-founded, Cracker Jacks, and work for Miss Steele and CBB in exchange for equity and profit sharing. Let me go down. Mr. Mbanko and Mrs. Steele. Mr. Mbanko sent Mrs. Steele a text message on April 11, 2023 that reads as follows. My ask for you, start thinking about what kind of equity split you'd be comfortable with if I step into a brand manager, CMO, COO type role and help truly execute a 2.0. We can do a dedicated call about it when you're ready. I'm not going to strong arm you into anything. It's not how I work. On April 12, 2023, Mrs. Steele offered Mr. Mbanko 30% equity in Canvas Beauty Brand if they could turn things around, further explaining she would rather have 70% of something big than 100% of nothing. Mr. Mbanko accepted Mrs. Steele's offer and began his detrimental reliance on her unequivocal promise. By text message dated April 12th, Mr. Mbanko's reliance was as clear as day. I got my eyes on the prize. That's why I'm ready to flip my entire career upside down to work on Canvas and these things with you. True to his word, Mr. Mbanko provided consideration bargained by Mrs. Steele. When he stepped away from the company, he co-founded and began to devote subsequently all of his time to Canvas Beauty Brand. Acknowledging Mr. Mbanko's acceptance of her offer, Mrs. Steele messaged back with, when we get this foundation solid and start executing, it's going to be a windfall. On numerous occasions throughout the remainder of 2023, Mrs. Steele confirmed through text message that Mr. Mbanko was a 30% owner of CBB, or at the absolute minimum, entitled to 30% of CBB's profits. As owner of CBB, Mr. Mbanko did whatever it took to keep the business afloat, which included loaning the business approximately $40,000 and foregoing his $10,000 monthly payment from CBB for his services. Child, these documents long because I know but page 4. Y'all want to keep going? Are y'all asleep? Y'all still there?
Oh, I'm good on it.
No, he's gonna start. It's gonna start getting where it's gonna start getting where he talked about the distribution and the nightclub and all of that and the boat and all. Yes,
Mr. Mbanko was the linchpin in bringing CBB to national prominence by leveraging his pre-existing experience with TikTok to successfully promote CBB by drastically improving net operating margins. None of these successes would have occurred without Mr. Mbanko's substantial involvement. Mr. Mbanko delivered on his promise of turning things around that Mrs. Steele mentioned as only possible contingency to his 30% equity stake in CBB. By the end of December 2023, CBB had over $3 million in profits as a result of Mr. Mbanko's and Mrs. Steele's dedication to their company. Mrs. Steele and Mr. Mbanko, as co-owners of CBB, declared a profit distribution of $1 million from CBB, $700,000 for Mrs. Steele, and $300,000 for Mr. Mbanko. The exact 70-30 equity split that Mrs. Steele and Mr. Mbanko agreed on previously, and Mrs. Steele repeatedly affirmed with Mr. Mbanko. The remainder of the profits were to be reinvested into the company for even greater wealth. With Mr. Mbanko bringing CBB to new heights of profitability, Mrs. Steele continued living a lifestyle of excess and extravagance. Over the next few months, Mrs. Steele began to show signs that she was feeling uncomfortable with Mr. Mbanko's interest in CBB. On April 18, 2024, Mrs. Steele sent a text message to Mr. Mbanko stating, "I have anxiety about ownership in this immediate but not profit sharing in perpetuity. What? I can't read, y'all.
I think that's perpetuity. Yeah.
What Two said. On the event of a huge sale, upon information and brief, Mrs. Steele had not told her husband, Courtney Beasley, about the equity and profit sharing arrangement with the plaintiff as of April 18, 2024. The communication could not have been clearer between the parties, as evidenced by text messages from Mrs. Steele to Mr. Nbanko on May 2nd, 2024, when Mrs. Steele reconfirms her position on the agreement 70-30 profit share. In the event of major sale, 30% of the sale goes to you, Mr. Nbanko. Based on the continued false promises and guarantees by Mrs. Steele, Mr. Nbanko continued to provide exceptional value to CBB, including work managing, customer service, graphics, label, marketing, inventory, and supply chain management, human resources, payroll, finances, product development, business development, and vendor relations. Meanwhile, Mrs. Steele began to plot how to extract the minimal value of Mr. Nbanko's before kicking him to the curb. Not kicking him to the curb. On June 8th, 2024, CBB held a history-making, record-breaking live stream at TikTok, selling over 1 million of products in a single live stream. With 8 figures of the profit in the bank, Mr. Nbanko and Mrs. Steele once again declared a profit distribution on July 3rd, 2024. The distribution was made as follows. $5,166. It's a lot. Ms. Steele and $2 million to Mr. Nbanko through the ownership entity EGG. The profit distribution percentages reflected the exact 70-30 profit split that the parties agreed to continually abide by, that Mrs. Steele herself reaffirmed numerous times in writing. Mrs. Steele's distribution was technically only 68% because of her distribution was adjusted to pay back CBB for amounts that Mrs. Steele used for her personal expenditures from the company's account. Upon the information and belief, Ms. Steele habitually misappropriated company funds for her personal use. Mr. Nbanko and Mrs. Steele agreed to retain approximately $5 million of profits in the CBB bank accounts rather than take a larger distribution on July 3rd, 2024. By text messages dated July 7, 2024, Mrs. Steele messaged Mr. Nbanko, "You this time next year and your net worth will be over $10 million, even if we don't sell." Excuse me. Only a few days later, on July 11, 2024, CBB held another live stream event selling 1 million worth of CBB products in a single day. Like the June live stream, the success occurred when Mr. Nbanko, serving as executive producer and live stream, CBB had reached at another level of profitability that could not been imagined prior to Mr. Nbanko joining. At last, Mrs. Steele wanted it all for herself. To date, plaintiffs have not received an equitable percentage of the profits of the canvas defendants beyond the July 3rd, 2024 profit distribution. Mr. Nbanko's responsibility relied on Mrs. Steele's representation and assurances that both Mr. Steele and Mr. Nbanko would temporarily forego the distribution of the retained profits to provide operational padding for CBB to their mutual benefit. Without those assurances, Mr. Nbanko would have sought a full distribution of profits of CBB. Mr. Nbanko was deceived by Mrs. Steele into deferring his equitable profit shares to build CBB empire. All the while, Mrs. Steele was plotting on how to shove Mr. Nbanko out of the company before her husband learned of the profit sharing arrangement. Mrs. Steele continually induced Mr. Nbanko's consent to keep reinvesting his profits in CBB with promises of mutual wealth building. Ms. Steele knew that Mr. Nbanko would trust her at her word. He sent multiple text messages previously reiterating that the fact that Mrs. Steele knew that she would take advantage of Mr. Nbanko's honesty and trust. Upon information and belief, Mrs. Steele continued to misappropriate company funds for extravagant personal use, including an all-expense-paid vacation to Miami with bottle service at the nightclub, a boat, and even Mrs. Steele's personal home expenses. Upon information and belief, Ms. Steele had converted to her own use of money rightfully belonging to plaintiffs in the form of company profits, had unjustly enriched herself at plaintiffs' expense. Upon information and belief, Ms. Steele has used and continue to use the company's funds that in part or whole are rightfully property of plaintiffs for Ms. Steele's personal expenses. On July 18, 2024, Ms. Steele approached Mr. Nbanko about securing a 409A valuation performed on the canvas defendants. The 409A valuation, which be a mechanism to determine the enterprise value of the business. Upon information and belief, Ms. Steele either or to her own or thought discussion with the third party estimated the business to be at value of over $100 million. Coincidentally, While Mrs. Steele had the value of the company on her mind, Ms. Steele initiated an argument with Mr. Mbanko over a trivial matter and requested that Mr. Mbanko provide an email with Mr. Mbanko's current roles and responsibilities at CBB and list all the company's contact that he has to the point that he was the point of contact for. The next day, during the conversation, Mr. Mbanko initiated about his roles and responsibilities moving forward. Ms. Steele shoved Mr. Mbanko out of the company he helped build and stated, "We're done. Talk to my lawyer. We're done." And we're gonna stop right there because it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. What y'all been saying? What y'all got to say?
I just had one question. In that first paragraph, you mentioned that Canvas Beauty body purchase body glaze for resale.
I was about to say something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said go to the first.
It was something about the company purchases body glaze for resale.
That was like the first page. Hold on, let me go back to the first page. We're gonna have to continue this reading later.
Because
the first page.
If that was it, then that was another little snitch. That was the first snitch.
Let me see what he wrote there, because I remember.
I'm sorry, Dee.
Where was it? There it is, right
no,
here.
You're fine. I had a question, but I'll wait.
CBB is for a nonprofit business based in Alabama and specializes in selling the product body glaze for retail purchase by consumers nationwide. Ms. Steele founded CBB in 2017 and alleges with her husband, Courtney Beasley, to be the sole owner of each of. Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, yeah, okay, no, it didn't say that. Okay. He just said just for resale. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem at all.
So my question, Judge, did I misunderstand something, or can I have clarification? So if STORMI is the CEO, but Courtney is the actual owner, how is it that STORMI gave Cal partnership of something she does not actually own? Is that legal? Just a question.
No, don't say. I mean, in my courtroom, heck, no, it ain't legal, because that's why he kept reiterating that she did this without letting Cal know what was going on. I mean, not Cal,
your courtroom, it ain't legal, honey. Okay.
Right.
So in my opinion, not only do STORMI need to worry about this lawsuit, she might need to be worrying about her marriage, because all of this falls on Courtney now. Yes, he is suing STORMI, but the ownership goes to Courtney. So actually this lawsuit is on Courtney, who is Canvas Beauty brand, in my opinion. I don't know, but this is my opinion.
In our opinion, all of this is in our opinion and alleged. We are not actual legal counsel, although in the courthouse, we do what we do over here. But just that little disclaimer out there for you all. We're just reading the court documents as they come in. Thank you. So yeah, anybody have any last statements on this? Because I'm about to get off in a few minutes. So I knew I wanted to wait to read them because I knew I was going to run out of time. But we got through a pretty good portion of the court documents over here in the courthouse. Latrice, do you have any last comments, commentary, questions, concerns regarding these court documents today?
No, I don't, but I would just wish everyone to have a wonderful day and a great weekend. And thank you, Courtney, for allowing Juror 777 to be here in your presence in the courthouse.
I love the fact that you're Juror 777. I just love that number. So thank you for coming up, Juror. Thank you for helping out in the courthouse today. Love seeing her. Do you have any final thoughts, questions, or concerns?
I do want to say thank you for opening the courthouse for us today. I also want to say this is a example of when street justice comes in to try to play the game of real business. The street business and the real business are separate, and I don't think that STORMI Steele, because Courtney's last name is different. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. They are trying to bring this. Beasley and Steele, they're trying to use street business practices with real corporate business practices. And when you do that, you lose every time. I rest my case. Thank you so much, Court.
Thank you, love, seeing her. Thank you, love, Key. I appreciate you, sis. And Simone Wealthy, do you have any final thoughts, questions, or concerns concerning these court documents? We have not finished the documents, you all. We will finish them sometime today, later today. But Simone Wealthy, any final thoughts?
I don't have much. This was a good live. This is a good live, but you can't play with them queer folks, okay? You can scam us, try to scam us out our money when we do, buy your products, but you try to scam them, oh, they're gonna take you to the cleaners every time. So she done
Every
left
time.
around and found out, okay? Because this ain't going away. This is not going away unless she pays up, and she probably done spent all that money by now. So she's gonna be selling that stuff out the backseat of her car.
I thought she was playing chess. I thought that's what she had said. She was playing chess, but
She's playing tic-tac-toe.
When it all falls down.
Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you, too. Thank you, Love Seen Heard. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all for coming into the courthouse. I be late for work every day. So, if I have to come to the courthouse full time, I hope y'all ride with me because I'll be late for y'all, okay? I'll be late for y'all and these people when they finally catch up to my boy Shas. I want y'all to keep supporting me like y'all been supporting me, okay? When I have to come on here 11 times a day because I ain't got no job. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming to the courthouse. Thank you, Queen Sheba, for that name because it was so befitting today. Love each and every one of you. My co-host today, too, Latrice, is always amazing to have you up because, baby, you drop dime after dime after dime, jewel after jewel after jewel. I love it. Just thank you to everybody that supports me daily. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. Talk to y'all later. I will pop back in sometime later and we'll try to finish the documents and, get into the nitty gritty. I will pick up on these other topics on this show some other time, child, because Love and Marriage Huntsville, it's just a song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. Bye, you guys. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Love you, and I'm out.